Today, we're gonna talk about what is agency and why it's important in a game. I personally feel like game is not something that we watch, but something that we interact with. What makes the game unique compared to the books or the movie is a space for player to interaction, and that space is defined by agency. Player agency means giving player the power to choose and let them just live with the consequences of those choice that they make. Without agency, a game risks become just a story. But with the agency, game transform into a living, breathing experience shaped by the player themselves. Agency makes game more engaging. Take The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt for example. Every dialogue choose, every moral decision that the main character makes affect the world around him. Will it just my survival or burn depends on the player action. Suddenly, the game is not just about Garrett's tale. It is become the player tale. That engagement came directly from knowing your decision actually matter. Agency also give game incredible replay value. A perfect case is Detroit Become Human. The entire narrative can branch in dozens of directions depends on the choice that the player make. Character can live or die. Revolution can succeed or collect. Any player go back again and again just to see what could happen if they do chosen differently. This is agency that make a single game feels like many games wrapped into one. But agency is not just about freedom, it's also about responsibility. In Undertale, you can choose whether to kill or spare monster. At first, they might feel like uh, it is small gameplay mechanics, but over time, the game responds to those decisions in deeply emotional way. If you choose mercy, you are rewarded with friendship. If you choose violence, the game forces you to confront the weight of the path. Agency makes players stop and think. It's not just about winning, but about who they are. Agency also allows players to shape their own identity in a game world. Think of Skyrim. There's no single correct way to play the game. Player can be as a noble hero, a thief lurking in shadow, or even ignore the main story entirely to live and just to live as a wandering hunter. The freedom to define player character is not just create immersion. It make the world feel alive because it adapts to the kind of the person that the player choose to be. And in some point, agency works not by offering endless freedom, but by forcing you to live with the consequences of thought decision. Dark Souls is a great example for that. The game gives player choice in how to fight, what weapon that player want to wear, and how to build their own unique character. But those choices are unforgiving with the reason of making a mistake and you pay for that. That will makes victory more sweeter than usual. Every wins feel earned because player feel like they make it happen. In the end, player agency is what makes the game more entertainment. It makes them personal. It gives player not just story to watch, but world to shape. It creates responsibility, emotion, and even self discovery in the game. As a designer, understanding what is agency means that understanding why makes the game is powerful.